Hello and welcome back to the Sidescape Gaming Podcast, episode 111. I'm your host, Jake Burke, and joined, as always, by Ted Libby, and unfortunately not always by last week, James St. Charles, but you're back.
I'm back.
You're back in action.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been playing video games?
Yeah, I have.
Ooh. On anything but the Steam Deck?
Yes.
Okay, that's exciting to hear. Excited to hear. But before we talk about James' video games habit, I want to remind you, this is the Sidescape Gaming Podcast, episode 111, where every Monday morning a new episode goes live on youtube.com, SoundCloud, and Spotify, except for neither of those last two. It's really just, it's a Ted James reason. It's not anything to do with me. It's both them. We've talked confidentially off the air about it. It's a whole thing. We're trying to get through it. Once a week, we Discord over 500 miles, talk about a video game related topic and what games we are playing. We're talking about a few games this week. James, what have you been playing? What games have you been playing? I feel like that's what we're doing today. I want to know.
So I've checked out Scorn.
Okay.
Because it's free on Game Pass.
What is Scorn? I know Ted's been playing it too.
I've been playing Scorn.
Right. You know, Scorn.
Scorn.
I had no idea what this game was. And the trailers didn't do anything. I thought it was some action game. But it turns out it's just, if you took Prometheus, made it a game, and then took Myst and combined those two together, and that's the game. It's a puzzle game.
It's a puzzle game.
Yeah.
Ted sounds very
Yeah,
just like
it's a puzzle game.
It's a puzzle game. Yeah, I am.
That was totally not what I thought it was.
I thought it was like a Doom
like. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a Doom like scary game kind of thing. No,
I thought
it's a
that
puzzle
as
game.
well. I thought it was gonna be an immersive sim type of game.
Yeah.
Maybe BioShock. You know,
Yeah.
weird person in a weird place, but you got a gun.
You got a gun that just solves puzzles.
It's a puzzle game.
It's a puzzle game.
It's
a puzzle game. Yeah.
It's a relentless puzzle game.
It's a Myst puzzle game. It's like Myst or Riven.
Yeah, James, you take it first because you're gonna keep playing.
Yeah.
What'd you think of your first impressions?
Not what I expected, but the thing is, I love the atmosphere of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's keeping me is because I want to know what comes next.
I
thought so. You think Prometheus, you think old Alien, like that type of setting, like Alien, Prometheus, and it's just like a lot of body organs, kind of like
it's like kind of like a gross.
It's gross. Yeah, like there's some scenes where you take a body and you mash it up, you make it bleed, and to solve a puzzle. It's pretty I have no idea what the hell's going on, but it's just intriguing. It's what is this? Why does this body do this? Why does you need to do this?
The whole aesthetic is if you were to mix flesh and metal in really uncomfortable ways, partially like the sci-fi franchise Alien, partially just like a heavy metal album cover. But it's very unsettling. And gross. And gory, there's a lot of first-person shots of your character's hands being poked and prodded with things,
stabbed, and you put your hands and stuff, and it's I would never put my hand singing.
Yeah, a lot of that, and also just really unsettling music. You don't really call it music, just
eeriness.
It's like ambiance or ambient sounds.
Yeah, a lot of squelching, but
Amnesia
also,
had it. When you're playing Amnesia. That kind of
a lot of electronic notes. I wouldn't call it music. There's not a beat to it. It's just a vibe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of the aesthetic. But
interesting.
It's
all puzzles. It's all puzzles.
So far.
Yeah. So this game has no dialogue. This game does not explain itself one little bit, and that's kind of the point.
Okay.
Narratively and functionally. And so, yeah, you wake up in this world, you do a very simple kind of dummy puzzle, and then it just sends you off into you're in a very large room with side passages and multiple floors. Figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. And it puts you in picture an arena. And then there's a bunch of puzzles you need to solve the main puzzle kind of thing.
Okay.
And that's been the game, at least for 3 hours.
It comes on very quick with relentless puzzle solving, but it doesn't explain itself. So and it's in this very strange world. So none of it is intuitive.
No.
So the very first thing I was doing was beating my head against a wall and then my next step was just guess and check. And I like guess and check my way through the first 2 puzzles, and then I was like, I think I did it, and then just nothing happened. And I was like,
Yeah, nothing
I
happens.
guess
Yeah, it's
I
just like
guess
you do
there's
it, and it's like, okay.
more puzzles to solve because the big door didn't open. I thought it was pretty rough, and
How
it is
long
a
did you
game.
guys each play? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
How long did you play? Hour-wise?
I got an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours before I kind of threw in the towel.
Okay, and James, how long have you
So
played?
wait, well, I guess I played probably like 2 to 3 hours. But Ted,
Okay.
have you made it outside?
No.
Okay, so I feel like here's the thing. Like, I feel like I've made it farther with the puzzles,
hmm
and probably Ted has gotten stuck and not
I am still in
progressed.
the first
That's
big main puzzle.
Yeah, where you
Because
try and open the main door
yeah,
with like two. Yeah,
with the train cart assembly
yeah, exactly.
line. Yeah,
So
and
that's the very first puzzle.
and I like because it's like immediately there's multiple floors and just different things to go. So and you're pushing a train.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and so I just pushed the cart into the wrong place, and like
yeah,
I guess I'll push it back and
Yeah.
try a different path.
Yep.
But to change the rails, you have to climb to a second floor and like activate a
tedious.
thing to change the rail. It's very tedious.
yeah.
It's also there's no mobility to it, at least in the
You
first.
can run a little bit.
Like in the first puzzle, you can't run, you can't climb, you just walk
No.
up the stairs to the like track changer,
Okay.
readjust all of the tracks in the way you want to do it, climb back, like walk back down, attach yourself to the train, and then just push the cart to where you think it needs to go, with no direction on how to do it.
So
I think that's the beauty of this game, though. It's a puzzle game that doesn't hold your hand, and people like
And-
that. Like people like that Miss-Riven type
the,
of
the
game.
Witness was kind of similar to that.
The Witness. Yeah,
I played a little bit of The Witness.
Abduction.
And I eventually bounced off a bit, but I thought The Witness, like once you figured out the thing,
Yeah.
you could really kind of understand the rest of the sub puzzle. This at least, and granted, I've only played through, I've not even beaten the first puzzle, but I did not grasp any sort of like concept. Like the very first mini puzzle you do is completely different than the next puzzle you do. I
okay.
never saw like a through line into like, oh, this is how this works. I thought I did, and then my hypothesis was completely wrong, and I was just stuck.
So you obviously don't like this game.
I don't like this game.
Okay.
I bounce off of puzzle games, so this is like a bias on my part.
But it's puzzle heavy. I mean, it's all puzzle.
It's all puzzle,
Okay.
and it's like the Dark Souls of puzzle, where they're like, it's going to be brutal. Hope you can get through it, and you're like, I don't want to do that. Yeah, no, I could just look it up, and then I'm just not even playing a game at that point.
Yeah. So James, with this game, you like it. You just said the beauty.
Yeah, I
is
like
that it's
it. I
this
mean,
puzzle
I
game.
like puzzle games. Like, I mean, Zelda has some great puzzles, and Portal, and all
Yeah.
like these types of puzzles. But this one is just mainly puzzle. And I played Miss and Riven as a kid, and I was like,
Okay.
I just didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just clicking around. And this one I feel like is of that level, not quite, but it definitely puts you in a place, and it's like solve all these puzzles to solve the main puzzle, and it's pretty interesting. It's not like where usually you're just solving like one puzzle to finish it.
Yeah.
It builds upon itself, and so you go to these different areas. You use what you've learned from the previous puzzle to kind of assume the next puzzle, but then something will change. Something will be different. It'll be like
Yeah.
you have to find like a key, like or a different object. It won't be like a key, but and it's extremely gory. It's not really scary. It's just eerie, and the setting is just crazy. It just doesn't make
scary.
But
like no,
the game totally it pulled like a, what is this game? We're not telling you. It's just here's the trailer. Look at all this like crazy stuff that's happening. You thought it was like a Doom because of the gore and all that, but no, it's just a plain puzzle game. That's why I think the reviews are so like either or. If you like hardcore puzzle games, it's great. If you don't, this is like it's like the worst game ever.
I know. Well, it's funny. I looked up a couple of reviews as well, and the general gist I got was like, if you want to get through it, I guess it's fun.
Yeah,
is kind of the way a lot of
if you like this type of game, then this is your game.
But there was like a kind of like a shrugging question mark, because it is very gory and ambient, and it never lets up.
Yeah.
It's just that aesthetic. So if you like that kind of uncomfortableness and you like hardcore puzzle games, this is the game for you.
See, I
Interesting.
love the setting, but I feel like more could be done with it. Like it's really good looking. Like it's like really well polished, and the setting is great. But it's just that's it. It's only the setting. There's no audio. There's barely any like visual stuff like going
Mhm.
on, like cutscenes. Like none of that.
Huh. So you're gonna keep
You just
playing it
go
though,
through the
James, right?
Yeah, I'll keep playing it. I mean,
Okay.
I'm like playing it a little bit, and then I'll like come back to it and then go for it. But it's just like complete a puzzle, leave. The
Yeah.
game's great where you can just quit and you pick up right where you left off when you like leave it.
Okay. That's
But I have
cool.
to play it on my PC because it's Game Pass.
And you
I don't
can't
wanna
really
do
get Game
xCloud.
Pass XCloud.
Well, you could do xCloud. I don't want to do xCloud on
It's
the Steam Deck.
a bitch to set up.
Yeah.
I just gotta be honest. You have any final thoughts on Scorn?
We'll see if I like reach a point where it's like too hard.
Okay.
But
I
yeah, so far
wanna
it's been okay.
I wanna talk to you about another like gory game. I wanna talk to you about Metal Hellsinger, James.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You play more of that?
Yeah. Have you? How much did you play of it? I'm just kind of curious.
I still have like the last 3 levels I think or something.
Okay, so I
Is
played
this
like 2 hours.
Is this the rhythm game?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
rhythm game. It's a
Rhythm
rhythm
Doom.
game in hell that's like Doom. And Troy Baker is like the narrator voice. So it's got a decent, I mean, voice cast, and the music's pretty good. But it is a freaking rhythm game to a T, and it's like me, if you're not good at staying on the beat, it is a slog to play because you just can't do anything. And I know it's a personal problem, but that's when I start to
So you
suck
just
at.
tap your foot.
James, I'm so
It's-
bad at that rhythm. You're gonna see me dancing at this wedding, James, and you're gonna understand like why I can't play this game. It's bad.
I can't wait to see.
It's bad. So did you care for it? Is it a game that you continue? Or?
I haven't come back to it, and I
Okay.
know there's a great mod scene where you could put custom songs into it, which I think is
That's
cool. But I thought it was great. Like it plays like a Doom. It's not
Mhm.
quite at that level, but it's like I
Uh,
want to see more of the studio do this type of game.
I'm gonna need a little more description. So it plays like Doom in that you're running around a hellscape shooting people, shooting
Yeah.
demons,
Yes.
but your shots are on beat.
So it has like this like beat bar, like picture like a highway that comes in, and you have to like shoot. You can only shoot. Well, you can shoot whenever.
shoot
want, but
whenever.
You if you shoot on the beat, you get like a beat combo,
Mhm.
and your point is that you're trying to like get the most points. So you're trying to get your multiplier up,
Yeah.
which means you have to keep shooting on the beat as it keeps going across the screen.
Right.
Or I
You're
just
gonna-
all I do is tap my foot and I just like click to my tap,
yeah, so
and
you're like
that's when you can shoot. So you
clicking
can't. It's
on
not like
rhythm.
yeah. So you can't click like off rhythm. If you do, you lose the combo.
Are there different guns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can like switch to different guns, and so it's like if you run out of ammo, you just switch and then shoot.
But,
or
but
there's
is
ones that
shooting
just
still
like
on the same beat if you switch
Yes.
a gun?
Mhm.
Or okay. So it's not like the music's changing, so I
No.
need to change a gun.
I kind of wish it
No.
was that would be more interesting.
Yeah.
yeah, I would like a fast gun. That'd be really fun, like a really fast
Like,
song. But they're almost all the same beat because they all shoot like this, like this fast, like boom,
Right,
boom,
right.
boom,
Yeah.
like that fast. And
Yeah, you have like a sword. You have a little skeleton head that shoots out like a fireball, and then you've got like a shotgun, and I'm assuming other guns, but I haven't really got.
yeah,
any
yeah, yeah.
others.
You'll have like there's a bunch you unlock,
Oh,
but
okay.
and you could choose what you get to every.
Yeah, you pick your
You know, every
loadout
level.
before you go in every
Yeah.
match.
Yeah. And the enemies are great. I mean, and
Mhm.
they have the same. I don't like. I feel like it's like really ripping off Doom, where it
It
has like
really
the
is.
same like the blinking enemy, and you can go and finish them off with the
Yeah.
finishing move. That's total rip off, but it works.
Yeah, it's an engaging game that's just kind of interesting, but like I said, like I should have just known I'm not gonna like this because I don't like rhythm
Yeah,
games.
it's just
Like,
Doom
Mhm.
on beat.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I would agree. Have you even heard about this game, Ted?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I've heard about it.
The music's
But
good.
something stayed in my hand. I think the rhythm aspect of it. I'm gonna forget the name of it. Do you guys remember the like roguelike dungeon crawler rhythm game
Crypt of the
Crypt of
Necro Dancer.
of the
Dancer?
Necro
Yeah.
Dancer? So I really enjoyed that game, but I really
Yeah.
struggled with
Staying on beat.
being on beat and then
Yeah.
doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like my brain just couldn't put those two things together, and so for me, it's like rhythm plus something else usually doesn't go well for me. So
Well, yeah, that's this game. It's rhythm
Yeah.
plus something else.
Yeah,
it's
that's
rhythm
what I
and
mean.
shooting.
Yeah. That's why I would sing when I played Rock Band, because I still couldn't do the rhythm that well on the guitar. So, guys, I'm not good. It's bad. Okay. I just wanted to bring that up because we were going to play that game and talk about it, and then neither of us seemed to stick with it. So it's kind of just fell at the wayside.
Yeah.
What else were you playing in your week off, James?
I played more Judgment.
Okay. How are you liking Judgment?
It's getting so good. It's
Okay.
one of those things though. This isn't a game that you can play and then like come back to like a week or two later. You have to keep playing it because it requires so much of your attention to know the story and follow the story.
Mm.
And it's a detective, crime solving game. So if you don't know all the pieces and know all the people, like every single time you're playing this game, you're not gonna have a good time because
Okay.
they'll ask you, it's like, who was at that place at this time in this area? And it's like, oh, actually,
shit.
I don't remember because I haven't played in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Can you remind me? Nope. Sorry, that's an X. You can't. You have to know that.
That's
So it's like me just like keeping track of all these like stuff going on. Usually, like if you were like playing, let's say like LA Noir, like you'd have like a like a little notebook, and so like you can check off some stuff. No, this game's like no, you have to memorize that. You have to know.
You write your own notebook?
No, I'm still doing it all from memory. Like
Okay.
I still know. Like it's not too bad, but it still is like if you just drop this game, so I can't, and I'm like 30 hours into it, and I gotta get through it, and then I gotta play Lost Judgment.
Jesus.
It's just
Are
too
they
many
like
games.
like normal Yakuza length, like 100 hours or whatever? Or are
Yeah,
they...
I mean the old Yakuza games it feels like was like not too bad, but
Okay.
it is close. I mean the newer ones are 100 hours. The old ones are like 30 plus hours.
Okay.
This one
Yeah.
I have no clue.
think
I feel like I'm
think
nowhere
pushing's
near.
closer to the 30 range.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
It's
always a
short
twist.
by
Like,
Yakuza standards.
yeah, I'm on like chapter like 9 or 10, and usually it's like 14 chapters. So maybe I'm close, but
Okay.
there's just so many twists and turns of the story. Like it's great, but it's just God, it's like I gotta get through it.
Yeah.
It's like it's a good book. It's basically a good book that you play,
Are you Steam
and it has
decking it?
it's yeah, I'm only
Okay.
Steam Deck.
Sorry, what were you saying?
And it has the old beat 'em up style, like with Yakuza 0 and all that. So if you don't like the turn based, this is the perfect game.
Right. Yeah.
Even though you're not playing Yakuza, which is weird because you're fighting against Yakuza,
That's
which
so
is
funny.
the other games as well. The other games you're fighting is it's just a it's
Yeah.
someone who's not Yakuza but fighting Yakuza.
Right. Well, because they can't use the name Yakuza anymore, James.
No, like a dragon,
Like a dragon.
but that's what it's called in Japan.
That's interesting. It's like a Resident
go,
Evil and Biohazard.
Gojo. I can't remember, but yeah, it's
But
called
it's called like a dragon. That's so funny.
Ryuga. I can't remember.
Ted,
Ryugo Toku.
No, I'm here for just James's
Sure, hold on,
horrific
James.
Japanese.
Ryugo Toku. I can't remember what the name is.
He's just saying Street Fighter characters
yeah,
now.
Ryu, Go, and Toko.
That's like a dragon. Ryu's dragon.
That makes sense. What's Ken?
Ken is Ken.
Oh, okay. All right. Zangief?
No, I
Zangief?
don't know.
The Geef.
Ken Masters. He's a American.
What a dumb character.
Yeah, Ken Masters.
I'm Ken
And Ryu.
Masters, super fighter. Ted, what have you been playing? What have you been playing right now?
Just more Overwatch.
Are you liking it better? You getting in the groove?
I'm
Then
getting in
one?
the groove. I'm actually really enjoying Overwatch. Full disclosure, I haven't played ever by myself. This has been solely in a group,
Yeah, that's the only way
Um,
to play.
and I have not touched any of the ranked stuff. But just grouping up with some friends, hitting that like play button, and just playing Overwatch is just genuinely really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of we spoke about it last week
Last
on the
week,
Bro
yeah.
Show.
Bro
And
Show.
my opinions on it haven't really changed. Other than
Okay.
I think a lot of the changes they made are good. We are starting to notice, as you play, your skill level goes up in
Yeah.
terms of like who you're ranking with, and so we are noticing it's starting to get to that like either we're absolutely dominating, we're wiping the floor,
Or getting
or
dominated.
the other team is like fully coordinated
Yeah.
to a point where we just like take our hands off the controller and are like, you
Just
guys
let 'em
win.
take
Like
it.
you need to, yeah. And so that's probably like as it's getting popular, people are starting to group up, and
Yeah.
those who take it seriously have to start at the bottom.
Makes
Overall,
sense.
though, I'm really excited for just playing it.
Mhm.
I'm not excited for the future of it. A lot of people seem pretty nervous
Makes
about
sense.
their battle pass system and about future characters. And kind of what we were saying, the newer modes seem a little wonky, and the Overwatch dev team has a habit of like they cut stuff that doesn't work,
Okay.
and regardless of if you like it or not. So
Mm.
we'll see how this game flushes out in the future. But right now, I'm having a really good time with it.
Yeah, I really
So-
liked playing it last week, and the 5v5 I think is it has a better flow than the 6v6, where like it doesn't feel
Yeah.
like you're just stagnant in a thing locked forever. It's like
Yeah.
no, you win
That was
fights
probably
pretty
6v6.
easily. Yeah.
Yeah,
66 was so
and,
bullet spongy.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I think it does a good job of not like rewarding necessarily, but like you can goof off. You don't have to play on meta or on role. I mean, you are
Right.
sectioned off into roles, but it isn't like you said that like meta swamp where like you need to play a mercy who's a healer, and you
Mhm.
need to stand next to your tank the whole time because that's the only way you can survive against the other team, which is doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
They've mixed that up, so just being able to pick a character, goof off, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I would
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
James, have you
I
been
agree.
playing it?
I haven't been playing it too much, but I played a lot of beta, and
Yeah.
Oh,
I know exactly what's going on.
I do have an update.
Mm.
A correction from last week. If you owned Overwatch 1, you start the game with all the characters. If you
Right.
didn't own Overwatch 1, a lot of them start locked, and you have to complete hero missions to unlock characters.
Oh, I
We
didn't
got
know that.
we got my upstairs roommate to play it,
Yeah.
and he was like, "What the hell?" Like I forgot what we were doing. We played like 4 games where he was just stuck playing Mercy, and he was like, "Guys, can I not play Mercy?" And we were like, "Yeah, dude, do whatever you want." Like,
Yeah.
yeah, have fun. And he's like, "No, I only have
No.
2 characters." And we were like, "What?" Because
Wild.
he never bought Overwatch 1, so he has to unlock the characters by playing, I think through hero challenges is how you do it.
Can you just
Um,
pay to buy Overwatch 2 for all the characters?
Yeah, you have to
yes, because
spend
there
probably
is
like
that
$40.
Oh, James
Oh,
is
we're
wigging
losing
out.
James. Yeah.
I don't know. There is that $40 kind of like Overwatch 2 super pack, and I'm
Yeah.
assuming if you're a free to play player coming in fresh, that would get you all the characters.
That would make
Because
sense.
they do start locked.
That's crazy. I didn't know that at all. That's so funny.
I
None of
didn't
us
know that
encountered that.
either. Yeah, because everyone kind of had previously owned Overwatch 1.
Yeah. That's so bizarre. Hey, since James is dang it, he's back. He's back. Wait, maybe not. Maybe I was gonna see you on Bro Show Part 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a little moment.
Little moment right here.
Yeah.
Ted, what's your favorite candy?
Peanut M&Ms.
Nice.
But you have to. We got a lot of complaints. You have to answer these questions too.
Well, next Bro Show. Next Bro Show.
You're gonna answer a question.
You're gonna host the next Bro Show, Ted.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, and then you'll answer the questions. Be perfect. Okay.
Do you not have a favorite candy?
Reese's peanut butter cup.
You said that without
But like,
confidence.
I don't
And
know.
you should always
I don't
say
like candy.
Reese's peanut butter cup with confidence. That's not true.
I don't. When have you seen me eat candy? Think of your life. Think of your life. Have you ever seen me eat a candy?
Yeah.
When? Name the day. Name the day. No, you got nothing.
October 31st, 1999.
Damn. You're probably right. You're probably right.
Yeah.
I used to get all the candy from all my neighborhood, and then I would trade with my neighbors. But I would be like, "Here's like 4 packs of Nerds. I just want your Reese's peanut butter cup, that one." And I would just like have 30 Reese's by the end of the night. That was it.
Yeah, that sounds like a way better deal.
Oh, it was awesome. They got all this like
There's a lot of shit candy out there.
There's it's mostly shit candy.
Do you have a least favorite candy? Just to
is gum candy?
No, gum is not candy.
Okay. Anything you suck on, I think that's real gross.
Anything you suck on?
Yeah, like hard candies
candy.
and like I hate when I have to use a cough drop. I don't like that whole thing. And then like people they fall out of people's mouths and get on the floor, and I hate that shit. You know? Or like a lollipop, get the fuck out of here.
So you don't like Jolly Ranchers or any of those?
No.
James, I bet he ate a Dum Dum, and then somebody called him a Dum Dum, and it just scarred him for life.
I don't even know, but I found that weird. Like I don't want to see someone sucking on a sucker. I don't need that.
What do you mean, dude? That's sexy. That's pure sex appeal.
It's so gross. It's pure sex appeal.
Remember Nick from...
Oh, I do. Yeah, what was he from?
Neutron?
From Jimmy Neutron. Yeah, he always had the stick in his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about him. Was he the cool guy that would like flip his hair, or is that a different dude?
No, it's definitely Nick.
That's definitely Nick. All right, respect. Yeah. James, do you have any other game to talk about?
I'm losing my connection.
Yeah,
no other games.
No other games. Ted, do you have any other game to talk about?
I checked out Marvel Snap.
Yes.
We were talking about this like minutes before the show, so I'm fresh.
Let's talk about it. I played a lot of Marvel Snap, apparently in the beta.
Yeah, it released yesterday.
I definitely have played like a solid 20 hours of this game.
The card game, right? We're talking about the same thing?
Yeah, the 3... I think I actually talked about this with James on the show, didn't I?
Yeah.
No shit. Yeah.
It's a good card game.
How did you unknowingly get into a beta?
I mean, dude, the connections I have through our 130 subscribers are just crazy.
Yeah. They gave me
the hookups.
Marvel Snap. It's a newly released card game of sorts. How would you describe it? I thought it was kind of Gwentish.
Yes, it is. It's
Uh,
there's 3 zones, and you're playing basically 1 card to 2 cards a turn to try to outscore the other people on those zones.
yeah,
You have to
so
win 2 out of 3, right?
Yeah, you have to win 2 out of 3
yeah, so
zones
there
with the
there are
power
six
of your
turns
cards.
total.
Mhm.
You gain 1 mana each turn. You start with 1 mana, you end with 6 mana. Cards cost between 1 to 6, and then there are 3 lanes, essentially
Yeah.
3 different places where you can place cards. And it's kind of like war, where just whoever has the bigger number at the end wins that row or that column,
Yeah.
and you need to win 2 out of the 3 in order to win the match. Um, so it's like Gwent in that like power struggle for numbers, but you
Yeah.
split it up into 3 different areas to kind
It
of.
sounds like Artifact. Were you playing 3
It's a
boards?
little bit like Artifact. Artifact was pretty darn complicated, and I would say that this
Yeah.
is fairly
This is very
simplistic.
It's like
simple.
simple Artifact.
Yeah,
Because
because it does have that 3 lane system, but at the end of the day, you are just trying to get your numbers higher
Higher.
than the opponents, and of course, all the cards have various abilities.
Yeah.
You know, if you play a card, there's effects like if you play a card on the same column after you play this card, you get a points boost.
Yeah, like Iron
That-
Man doubles the score of your all your other people.
Yeah,
Can this be
um,
played like physically, or does it have to be like in a mobile?
It's only a
Does it have,
mobile
like-
game.
It's only a mobile game. I guess it
Okay.
could be played physically, because the 3 columns that we're speaking of, as the turns go on, it's like on the second turn and the third turn, they like flip up to
Yeah.
reveal
They have cool
some
effects.
kind of like map effect.
Oh, okay, cool.
Some of them are just like nobody can play on this lane on turn 6.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some of them are like I think Central Park just puts squirrel like one token squirrels
on
everywhere.
each or something, or
Squirrels.
yeah,
Um,
or like every card's gonna move to the right on turn 4.
Oh, that's
like
cool.
They've
Yeah,
got
yeah,
really
so
cool.
there's
I
probably-
love the effects that come in the zones.
Yeah, so there are these kind of goofy, kind of like they just shake things up. They
Yeah.
effects that flip up as you play through the game. So in theory, you could just have 3 physical cards face down that you flip
Mhm.
up as you're playing these 6 turns. And of course, the cards are Marvel superheroes, ranging from everybody you know to all the weird stuff you don't know.
Mhm.
Not yet.
And
Yeah, you're gonna know him though, Ted.
You're gonna
yeah,
Kevin
right?
Feige has his way.
Well, so what got me in my time playing is that the big thing that they're promoting on this release day is there's no pay to win.
Yep.
You unlock cards via like a season pass and kind of like just an introductory. As long as you're playing the game, you're getting new cards. And the only thing that you seem to be able to pay for is like the pictures of the cards that you get. They get variants, and then those variants can be upgraded to be like borderless or holographic or 3D.
Cool.
3D or
Um,
action.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That sounds
but
great.
there's, and I guess there is a season pass, which I guess you could probably pay for, but there's doesn't seem to be much emphasis on
Just buying the
stuff.
best cards.
Yeah.
Which is like initially I was like 2 thumbs up, but I'm thinking about it, I'm like, how is this game gonna survive?
So that was
The
my
people
thing.
will
is
pay cosmetics.
I played for like 20 hours, and I did buy the pass because it was like $8 or whatever, and I was like, sure, I've played 20 hours of this game, but I did get over to the point where like I'm not unlocking things fast enough.
Yeah,
And like I'm kind of just like, because each game is like maybe 2 minutes, like it's quick, and then you're just
Yeah.
doing that over and over and over again to like make your cards look nicer to then let you unlock cards. It's like that's what you get, is like they get you points when you unlock like a special thing for your card, like a variant or something. Then it levels up your like tree to get a new card.
Mhm.
And like it becomes very kind of monotonous.
Yeah, at least I haven't
very fun,
really
but then
dug
becomes
into it,
monotonous.
but it doesn't seem to have a ranked mode like Hearthstone where people are competing for a top slot. The cards themselves aren't complicated enough to really warrant like serious thought into your deck, you know? You can kind of mess with the mana numbers and have like a very early deck with a lot of 1s and 2s,
Yeah.
or a heavy deck with a lot of 4s and 5s. But there isn't like groupings. You're not going to have like a Avenger deck or a Night Stalker deck. It doesn't seem to be that complicated.
Yeah.
So yeah, the longevity of it seems a little bit strange. Like once you get the cards you like, you just do the thing.
Yeah, you just keep doing it and making them look nicer.
Maybe that's fine. Maybe this is a card game for kids.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I think it looks beautiful.
It does. The art's
well,
really cool.
Sort of. The art is really cool. The card design is really cool.
Mhm.
The upgrade's totally worth it. the actual menus and UI
Pretty bad.
kind of remind me of like a mobile app from like 2011.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like it's pretty old school. It kind of feels retro. So that's a little wonky, but nothing to gripe about.
Yeah, I would agree though. Yeah, it's an interesting game. I'm like definitely done playing it from where I'm at. Are you gonna keep going and just like see where it takes you?
For now, there's
Okay.
a lot of traveling happening in the next few weeks, so I'm gonna keep it on my phone and keep playing it.
Yeah.
But I'm already questioning the longevity of it. I'm hoping to really get like a killer strategy that just beats everybody and sends me straight to the top.
Straight to the top. Straight to the top of the nothing board where you doesn't matter.
Yep.
I don't have any other thing I've been really playing except for Elden Ring because I'm trying to get myself back up. There was a new update for it where they did some major changes with like PvE, PvP stats.
Yeah.
But then they also, people have found there are new maps that have been put into the game,
Oh boy.
which means
DLC?
that there's DLC coming.
Yeah, there's definitely.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I
kind
know,
of
but like
DLC
that means
coming.
it's coming. And
Mhm.
so I gotta get back up to.
They're gonna do that silent release like they usually do, just like not hype it up at all, and it's like actually it's coming out next month. It's like, oh my.
I was thinking maybe Game Awards.
Yeah, if they do it right before Game
Right
Awards,
before they win Game of the Year.
it's gonna be tough. Got God of War coming out.
Like real soon, James. Real soon.
Like
2 weeks?
Couple weeks.
3 weeks?
Couple weeks. Yeah,
Yeah.
couple weeks.
It's gone gold and everything. It's real.
Yeah. I mean, there's people doing initial reviews next week.
Yeah.
It's
That's crazy. Yeah, it's like 120 gigabyte file on the PS5.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a lot. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna play Persona 5 on the Steam Deck, and that comes out on Steam tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that. That's gonna be my Steam Deck game.
That's gonna be a great Steam Deck game.
That's what I figured.
I have Persona 4 on it. I just still haven't
Ooh.
played it.
Yeah, I was like, it's like a 150-hour game. Okay, I can do that on a Steam Deck.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing Judgment on Steam Deck. It's
Exactly.
been great.
How do you think this is just us talking about the Steam Deck? Do you think Red Dead Redemption 2 runs pretty well on this thing?
I think it would run pretty good.
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
It's very Red Dead Redemption 2 is really forgiving on like low spec, like from
Oh,
what I've
cool.
seen, like systems that aren't too. So it should be pretty optimized. I feel.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I bitched and moaned about how complicated 2 or 3 things were on the Steam Deck last week. So, yeah, that was it.
Which things?
Well, the Assassin's Creed, the Ubisoft launcher.
If you have to launch another launcher, I could see that not working at all.
It was
Yeah, that'd be a
bullshit, and
nightmare.
it was the first thing I tried to do on this thing. It took me like 2 hours to figure it out because I don't know
Yeah,
computers.
if it doesn't launch through Steam,
Yeah.
it's not gonna work nicely. That's all I'll say.
You've got XCloud and stuff on this.
I haven't
Okay,
launched
like,
it all.
you're
I'm
smarter
waiting
than
for
I
it to
was.
work natively.
Yeah, it's got to come soon.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to mess with any of those like Linux. Run this Linux command to download this to get this. It's like, no, once it comes natively to Steam, I'll do it. I don't want to go out of my way, especially even for the emulation. Like they're working now to make like EmuDeck, which is like emulation for the Steam Deck.
Ooh,
I'm waiting for that to all be done where I just click it and it works. You know?
James, you
I
sold
don't
me.
wanna-
I'm waiting.
Yeah. There's no point in me like struggling and then having it break or like it's just like this device is supposed to be. I download my game, I play my game, and that's it. Like I want it to treat it like a console. I don't want to treat it like a PC. That's what it should remove the PC aspect from it.
Yeah, I agree.
But it still allows it. Like if you want to do that, then sure. But I don't want to do that. Like
No.
I just want to play my game and not have to like go around trying to
Tinker.
like use the keyboard. Like I got the dock. I didn't even mention that,
yeah.
but I got the dock and it works great. But it's not worth the $90 I paid for it. It's
$90?
way too expensive. Yeah, but the problem is the other docks that are out there are garbage.
Yeah.
And this is the best one. This is hands down the best one. It has the best connections. It works great right out of the box. But it's
a
way
lot.
overpriced. It should be half that price. It should be like $40-$50 maybe.
Yeah. Especially you have like
So-
a good PC.
Right. And I
Yeah.
was like, I just bought it because I didn't want to like. Sometimes I do want to hook up a keyboard and maybe do some of the PC stuff aspect to it and not
Yeah.
have a joystick. But yeah,
Wow. That's a lot.
it's we'll see. Like
Yeah.
I use it a couple times and it's like the dock is nice. It's a good stand.
Okay.
So even if I just want to have it as a stand and use my controller,
Yeah.
it's good. It works like that.
No, I'm very excited for Persona tomorrow. That's like the big thing.
Tomorrow is so I pre-ordered Modern Warfare 2, and tomorrow is you can play the campaign early, like a
Oh.
week early. Comes out so Modern Warfare 2 comes out next week. You can play the campaign tomorrow.
I'm
Wow.
about to blow James's mind. I can play the Modern Warfare 2 campaign right now.
Not this one.
I pre-ordered it almost 10 years ago.
Uh-huh. But you know what? That campaign was heartbreaking, especially
You
what they
mean
did
the
with
Modern Warfare 2 campaign that I played?
Yeah.
Yeah,
To complete?
I played that one too. That was pretty good.
that
Yeah,
campaign
I
was
think we've all
great,
played that.
but you
James,
got
you can just get
betrayed,
it.
and it
You
was
did
the
get
worst thing
betrayed,
ever.
Like twice.
They actually just made a Modern Warfare 2 remastered a couple years ago. You could probably play that.
They did.
They did the remastered dirty. That's what I'll say.
But see, Ted, what you don't understand is this is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Two.
Yeah.
So you see how spaces out
not
differently? It's different
two.
spaces. Yeah.
Two. It's a two. Yeah, it's not.
Two
It's
eyes.
not
It's
this
not a
one.
two.
You played this one.
This is
okay.
this is the
I
Roman
played the numeral
two
2.
line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Roman numeral
2.
2.
Yeah.
Roman,
Excuse me.
Yeah.
yes.
Come on, Jesus Christ, Ted.
And then we got Warzone next month. I mean,
Yeah, that's next month, like the 18th
Next month,
or something.
November.
I can't wait. That's
Yeah.
gonna be game of the year. Fuck Elden Ring. It's
Yep.
dead to me.
can't wait.
Put me in the war zone. Let me drop in,
Please-
James.
Please no.
Uncage the beast.
If this is the same Modern Warfare 2 campaign, I'd be happy.
That
but
would be
it's probably not.
hilarious.
That'd be the greatest thing ever.
Captain Price is back in it. Like he's still in it. They're just milking
I love
that
it.
character for all he's worth.
Should we
Captain
take
Boyce.
bets on how many culturally insensitive things they do and or change in this Modern Warfare as opposed to the last one?
We're still gonna attack Russia.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah,
the
we're
last
still
one,
fighting Russia.
the last one just.
You've ever Modern Warfare 2 from long ago, right?
No Russian.
I mean, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2019 release, had an actual like U.S. event that was
Mhm.
bad that killed people, and they just went, Russia did it.
Yeah,
Remember,
So are they going to do
No
that
Russian.
again?
no Russian. Dude,
I think
I'm,
they will.
I'm
I
sure.
think at least 2 culturally insensitive things will appear in this campaign.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, James.
lying.
James, let us know. He's gonna play it.
There's some terrorist organization's going to be waterboarding, and the Captain Price is going to be like, we don't do that.
Yeah,
But,
they're gonna have weird
Modern
ones like
Warfare
that.
and Modern Warfare 2, some of the best campaigns I've ever played. Like for Call of Duty, like
You haven't played
really,
it yet.
The old ones I have.
The first ones.
Yeah.
The first Modern Warfare
Call of
2.
Duty
I
Modern
didn't.
Warfare
I didn't
2,
play this
1.
recent Modern Warfare campaign. I don't know if it was good.
I didn't either. I haven't played Call of Duty campaign for oof.
Yeah, that's why I wanted
time.
to play one. I was like, I feel like it. Battlefield campaigns have sucked, and they used to be
Yeah.
great.
I played the Call of Duty with Kevin Spacey. That was the last campaign I think I played. It was Troy Baker and Kevin Spacey.
Ooh.
Advanced
That was,
Warfare. That's what it was.
Oh,
like
Advanced
20
Warfare.
That was like 2013 or
That
14.
was a long time ago.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
pre-canceled.
Yeah. That was pre-canceled. That's when Kevin Spacey was huge.
Yeah.
House of
yeah,
Cards reigned supreme.
Damn.
Damn.
And Drive, Baby Driver.
Baby Driver. Great movie.
It's good.
It's good. Well, I'm excited for Warzone, James. I'm excited for Persona, God of War, and of course more Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for watching the 111th episode of the Sidescape Gaming Podcast. My name is Jake. That's Ted. That's James. And we will see you next week.
Will we?
Actually, we won't. We won't be back next week. No. We're missing a week because
Oh, yeah, we're going to be missing like 2 weeks.
Probably. I'm getting married. So that's pretty cool. And it's coming up pretty soon. So we won't have a show next week. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the week after.
We might, Ted. We might. Why not?
No. There's no way.
Okay. We'll
All right,
see.
We'll figure it out. All right.
We'll see your internet connection.
See you guys.
All right.
See you.
Later.